Hey there, BookTube. Noah. Everyone who reads and must converse is the channel. Today I wanted to do another kind of video just to wrap up the first year of BookTube. I'm getting these ideas that are just kind of putting the little things in order to wrap up the first year in BookTube, and maybe something that I'll retouch later on. This is 8 shorter works that I love, and these are powerful shorter works. And I say shorter, meaning shorter than 700 pages, something shorter than a large work. This can be put up against the 8 big books that I love. Well, here's 8 shorter works that I love. And that goes all the way up to, like, right in the pocket, like a normal 3 to 400 page novel. But anything over 5 or 6, is pretty much going to go on the big books category, right? So let's get to it. I have an awesome stack here, and they are in no particular order, just in the way that they sit as far as their size right here, because the first and the last maybe, or the second to last may be my favorite on the stack, but it's just hard to say. My first is, and I have a whole old battered copy, is Pale Fire by Nabokov. This is just an awesome experience, one of those mind blowers. I have this beat up, battered copy because I don't want to forget about it, but it's hard to find, and I haven't really tried that hard to find a hardcover copy of Pale Fire by Nabokov. It presents itself as a very cool kind of scholarly work, poetry. There's a poetic side to this book, and then very quickly, things start becoming very messed up or puzzle-like. You start seeing that there's something you don't quite understand and that you don't know, and that is where the fun starts with this novel and the experience of a reading lifetime. I tell you, it is very, very powerful, and I recommend it to anybody who loves reading and loves the written word. I recommend all these to anybody. But the Nabokov's Pale Fire is a classic. Number 2 is George Salis. He's a brand new author. He has one book out called Sea Above, Sun Below. This is his debut novel, and there is a review on my channel reviewing the little pocketbook edition. This is the first edition from Riverboat Books. This is printed and released here in America, and this is what you might call an international edition. Not for sale in America, but, the internet, right? So I love the cover of this. I love the cover of this one. But what this is an awesome debut novel exploring magical realism, and you're not ready for that kind of thing. I'll put a link in the description box for that one, and check it out if you're interested, for sure. And then number 3, the third powerful work on my short works, will not come as a surprise to anyone who has come into contact with this book. It is Slaughterhouse V by Vonnegut. It is just a pleasure to just think about this book, because it's so awesome and so powerful, and what he does, and there's so many interesting instances in this book, and it's just the storytelling, is how it's delivered, is so fun and worth it. Under 300 pages, about 275 pages is what we got here, and it is a work. It is essentially an anti-war novel, but it is delivered as a kind of a sci-fi novel, because it is time travel plays a part in this, and it is just an amazing experience that you can't really compare to anything else. And all of these short works that are like that, I think that fits the bill for it. That you're not going to be able to compare these to other novels because they are short and powerful for a reason, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 is one of my favorites of all time, War in Heaven by Charles Williams. This is a very high energy, fast action romp. I love the end papers here. Has one of the most horrifying, evil bad guys that you'll ever meet in this book. And an amazing climax. This book is amazing all around. I can't suggest it enough that you experience yourself some Charles Williams War in Heaven. This is occult Christianity, occult subject matter. Very, very scary. Charles Williams is at some points. This book, not as scary as some others, but definitely high energy thrill ride is what it is. So, there we go. Number 5 won't come as a surprise to anyone who's come in contact with this author either. It is The Passion According to G.H. by Clarice Lispector. Clarice Lispector is such a unique voice in literature that once you experience what she does in her novels, you won't be able to get enough. There is a number of places that you could start. Her short story collection is fantastic. I've read a few of them, and she does what she does very well in those, and can just work out a singular idea. With her short novels, most of them are short. They really get you there. The Passion According to G.H. is a meditation, and I don't mean that in a metaphorical sense that the book takes on for the reader kind of a meditation. I mean that the book is a meditation. This main character is in a back room of her house. There's nothing in there but a big chifforobe, and she peeks in the chifforobe, which is a closet, a standalone closet for holding your wardrobe. And she sees this fat cockroach, and she freaks out, and she slams the door of the chifforobe on this cockroach. So it is like hanging there, and she spends the rest of this book meditating the death process of this cockroach. It is an amazing experience. You're not ready. It's an amazing experience. I highly suggest it, and I have a review for The Passion According to G.H. on my channel as well. Number 6 is just an amazing work of magical realism as well, but from another culture. George Salis is an American author, and now we have a Russian author doing his own brand of magical realism. This is Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. This is an awesome work. You will be wide-eyed reading, saying, what is happening here? So fun. There is an alternate narrative of the of Christ's crucifixion going on from the point of Nero. No, sorry, from the point of view of Pontius Pilate. That is going on in the midst of our main narrative, which is basically the devil comes to Moscow. Okay? And the devil comes to Moscow with a retinue, with some very awesome characters, none less awesome than the cat Behemoth, which is the funniest, most awesome cat in all of literature. And the devil has it out for the literary elite. So There is no shortage of satire in this, and it is a wonderful read. I highly recommend it. Master and Margarita by Bulgakov. Number 7, I have as part of my philosophical sci-fi series, and you can check out that if you're interested. But it is Olaf Stapledon's Star Maker. This book is not a novel. It's not. It doesn't really fit into the novel category. This edition is a scholarly edition, so there is a good bit of notes here. The actual text ends at 263 pages, and it is the most amazing, extensive future history of our universe that has ever been put into a fictionalized form like this to me. It's awesome. A disembodied consciousness flies through the universe, flies through the galaxy first, and amasses more and more consciousnesses, becomes a kind of a collective, and grows and grows, and it spans in its scope of what it can understand throughout the whole book, until at the end he comes face to face with the cause of life, the cause of the universe. And it is very, very mind-blowing, and you can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong with Star Maker. So last but not least, number 8 is Chuck Palahniuk's Beautiful You. This is my favorite Chuck Palahniuk book, and it is shocking. It is awesome. It has the most satisfying ending, and it is actually the most well-written of any Chuck Palahniuk that I've ever read. And I haven't read the newest one, and I haven't read Lullaby or Diary, those two, but everything else I've read. And so I love Palahniuk. I mean, there's a lot to be said, a lot to like about Palahniuk, but this is the number one. This is Palahniuk does. He always takes something like he takes like 50 Shades of Grey. He takes erotica and turns it on its head, does the Palahniuk thing with it here. And I love the twist. I love the way this works out. And you can't go wrong with Beautiful You. 1 billion husbands are about to be replaced, right? It is about a guy who is a hypersexualized person, creates a line of female sex toys called Beautiful You that basically the women just lock themselves up and never come out of their rooms. And it's awesome. So here you go, BookTube. 8 big books that I love, or 8 smaller, powerful works that I love. And I hope you found something interesting. Holler at me if you did. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.